Alright guys, so as promised, this is video number 1 of our segment. How much does it cost? AKA, let's get to this money. So yeah, supercharger. First thing, how much does it cost, right? Well, if you two want to ruin your truck just like I did, and you want to go somewhat faster but still slower than supercars, you can supercharge your truck, right? And they're all roughly the same price, whether you get a magnet charger, a Whipple, or a Pro Charger. Turbo prices vary because you can get an on-3 kit for like 2 grand, or you can get like a fully custom Helion kit for 10 grand, right? So I'm not going to get into turbos because I don't know enough, but I know there's a lot of variables like blow-off valves, waste gates, the kit itself, maybe custom fab, all that stuff. Not going to cover that. All we're going to cover is superchargers, right? And we're going to cover the cost of a supercharger kit itself, or if you do what I did and did your get a used supercharger and make your own piping, as you can see, and choose your own intercooler, right? Because if you guys didn't know, most of these Pro Chargers, they have the intercooler is actually hidden underneath the bumper. And a lot of people want it up front because mostly it looks cool. I mean, let's be real. I just got locked in the backyard, or sorry, my storage space. But yeah, so yeah, it looks cool, right? Most people want to be like, hey bro, I'm boosted, check out my intercooler. Dope front mount, bro. So yeah, for that you're gonna have to do a custom intercooler anyways. So we'll get to that. I should probably clean that, man. It's from like grinding all this stuff. Anyways, we're gonna get to that. First of all, I'm gonna go grab my assistant so she can get the camera. I'm gonna go to Starbucks, get a coffee. It's been a long time. Thankfully we have a drive-through, that way I don't have to get cooties. By cooties I mean coronavirus. But yeah, we'll talk about it on the way while we're waiting for our drink, how much it all cost. Yeah, it's not that much money, but it's also kind of a lot. It was a lot when I was building it. Now it's not that much, but we'll cover that. We'll cover that. Hopefully you guys find value in this video. If you guys want to know what anything else costs on this truck, you let me know. I'll make the video. And we're actually gonna have a scoreboard on my whiteboard, and the scoreboard is gonna keep track of how much everything cost me on the truck. And it's gonna be depressing because it's gonna be easily more than 20 grand, including the price of the truck. We're probably getting into the 30s, 40s, so we'll see what's going on. But yeah, let's go to Starbucks, guys. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's go to Starbucks, get our shades on, and get some coffee, man. I don't have my keys. I forgot my keys inside. Should probably go get those, huh? Yeah guys, totally forgot my phone and my keys, but now we're ready to go. So I guess you get some cold start action on our little Lexus baby. What's up guys, what's going on? So anyways, time to talk about the supercharger, right? So let's get started. If you buy a Pro Charger brand new, a tuner kit, which by the way, a tuner kit is essentially the whole supercharger kit without a tune or injectors. If you have like an intake or header, chances are you already have a tune on your truck, and you're probably gonna have your tuner retune it anyways. So a tuner kit would be the way to go, right? I'm not like the full kit. The full kit just comes with injectors and a canned like handheld tune. But the tuner kit is usually about $6,000. Probably find it for like $5,300, $5 grand if you, sorry, $5,500 if you find like a good distributor that'll give you a solid hookup. But that's for, you know, base kit. Like your bracket's gonna be satin finish. Like that metally color, same with your blower, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So $6 grandish is what you're looking at. I bought mine used. So the story behind my Pro Charger is this guy, he had a P1SC polished supercharger. He had it on his truck, and he's like, you know what, I want to make more power. So he sent the head unit back to ATI, which is Pro Charger, their holding company, and he's like, hey listen, I need you to make this P1SC into a D1SC. So he sent me the invoice and everything. He paid, I believe, $1,200 or $1,500 to make it into a D1SC, which, if you didn't know, the P1 and the D1 have the same casing, It's just it's a different impeller. The D1 has a bigger one, so it can make more boost, push more air, make more power. Long story short, he put it on his truck, and he blew his motor like right away. It's not funny, but he put too much of a small pulley. I don't know what happens, but he blew his motor, and I think he had a kid, and he's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna sell the truck. So he was parting it out, and I bought the blower. I bought the blower for about $37.50, but it was missing some of the aluminum spacers for the bracket and a couple bolts, so I ended up spending about $150 with ProCharger for that. So my total cost was like $3,800, and that came with the bracket, the supercharger, which is a polished D1 SE, essentially brand new, and came with piping, a tile blow-off valve, which the base ProCharger kit comes with their ProFlow valve, whatever that's supposed to be. So yeah, came with the piping, came with like a ProCharger intercooler. I think I told you guys in the earlier clip that the intercooler comes under the that goes under the frame, like behind the front bumper, but like obviously you want to be cool and have a front mount intercooler. So I bought the front mount intercooler. I believe mine is 30 inches wide, 24 inches tall, and 4 inches thick, because I like them thick girls, you know what I mean. Just don't tell nobody about them, but that's pretty cool colored M5. But yeah, so the intercooler I think was like maybe 150 or 250. Let's just say $200. So that puts us at $4,000. And I bought 2 universal piping kits, right? The aluminum piping kits. I got both my intercooler and my piping kits from eBay. There's the M5 again. So I bought one initially, and I found out I needed another. So each piping kit was like $150. It comes with all the clamps, the silicone couplers, obviously I gotta air it up. It's pretty savage. Obviously the pipes, right? And yeah, so it was probably $300. So I want to say I'm $4,300 deep into my ProCharger kit, and clearly I had to cut the pipes myself and make it all work. Why didn't I use the pipes that came with my ProCharger kit? Honestly, it was kind of confusing for me. I like saw them and I was like, I don't see how I'm gonna get this on the like around my intercooler, or like I didn't really know how I was gonna route them, and then I kind of wanted a front mount anyways. So my total cost came out to $4,300. Just go, bro. You're going the wrong way, bro. Just go. Like, come on. It's like a one-way thing, and he's coming the opposite direction, and he wants me to go, but I'm like bro, like I need to go that way. Oh my god, people, man. But yeah, so anyways, I saved like $1,700, or like at least $1,000 from getting a brand new kit, and I got to do the front mount how I wanted it. Besides that, I have a D1 SC, right? So the $5,500, $6,000 for a new kit would be for a P1 SC. So I think the D1's like a $500 upgrade or something. So really, I saved like $1,500, right? So what do these blowers go for used? They go for, you know what? I'm gonna hit the bank real quick. I'll be right back because we need to go to the gas station afterwards. But I'll tell you guys how much they cost used afterwards. Yo, we back, boys. What's going on? Yeah, so how much does it cost to get a used supercharger, right? Like average pricing. So they're all around the same. Well, to get a used Whipple, or like if you can find one, or a Magna charger, you're probably gonna spend between $3,000 to $4,000. I've seen them go a little higher because sometimes they sell them with like an 8-rib setup. But regarding ProChargers, I've seen P1 SC kits as low as $1,500 actually for like a P1 SC. But like the normal pricing, I want to say, is between $2,500 to like little over $4,000 for a kit. And you know, like there's from kit to kit. Like you have a guy that's desperate to sell, and the head unit looks a little banged up, and they'll be like, oh, like $2,000 for the kit. But you gotta like know that if you have to rebuild that supercharger, it's gonna cost you like at least $1,000, right? So you gotta factor that in. I got a good deal because it was freshly rebuilt, so it's not something I had to worry about at all, really. But oh man, dips. So yeah, I mean, decent kit, you're probably gonna be spending, I want to say, at least $3,000, $3,000 to $4,000, you know. And add in another $500 for custom piping and a front mount intercooler if that's what you want. An upgraded blow off valve like a tile or the ProCharger big red blow off valve, it's gonna run you another couple $100, right? So be ready for that. But and you gotta know, especially you guys with the automatic trucks, because mine's a stick. Those 406E transmissions your trucks come with, they're kind of made out of glass. So like if you're gonna be doing donuts or anything like that, you're gonna break that trans. So what I can't stress enough about these trucks is that it's time to get gas, guys. It is time to get gas. No, I don't want a receipt. Let's see. Ah, God damn it. Dude, I'm so over having to wear gloves for freaking everything now, dude. Although I'm probably gonna continue to wear them here at the gas station when I pump gas. But yeah, anyways, for you automatic guys, like, you should be fine maybe on your injectors for like very minimal boost. But I don't know, like what I can't stress enough is whatever you spend on your supercharger kit is the beginning. Like that's just your starting cost. Because the thing is, if you're getting a supercharger, you're getting it because you want to go fast, right? Or you want to go faster. And the thing is, you're never going to go fast enough. So you have traction problems, you're going to end up buying drag radials, maybe some 15-ish wheels. You're talking $500 to $2,500 depending on what you go with and what kind of deal you can find. And fueling, right? You want to run more boost, you're going to need a bigger injector, a bigger pump, especially if you want to run E85. You might blow up your transmission, etc., 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 right? You're probably going to want a cam. So thankfully, I'm going to cover all of those costs for you guys here on this series, which is my, let's get to that money series. But yeah, like I just thought this would be great service for you guys. But once again, we're going to go over those costs. You're going to spend about $3 to $4 grand for a used ProCharger kit, which isn't too bad. But like, you got to ask yourself, like, is that all the money you have? If it is, that's a problem, because like I said, that's just a starting point and you're likely gonna spend a lot more money than that, right? So do you have 10, 15, 20 grand saved up? And you gotta ask yourself, why are you building this truck, right? Like, should you even supercharge your truck? Quite honestly, I don't really regret it, because for me, like if you look at my videos when I ProCharged the truck, that was like, oh my God, I got it all over my vinyl wrap. That's gonna destroy some stuff. But for me, it was a dream. When my uncle bought that truck brand new, I was like, you know what? This is stick shift. It'd be super BA with a ProCharger. Let me just take off my my glove here. Yeah, for me, since I got the truck, actually since I had my first truck, the yellow one, which you guys probably none of you have seen, but because I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. But my first truck, my first car was basically a 2001 yellow step-side single cab GMC Sierra, and this might be problematic to get out of. I don't think I should take that exit. Yeah, no. And yeah, like I actually bought a ProCharger for that truck when I was like 17. I had a cam 6-liter in it, LQ9, and I put the bolted the ProCharger on, and then I ended up selling the truck. So I sold this ProCharger separately, and that's it. And come to think of it, this is my second ProCharger I've had technically. And so for me, I always wanted a ProCharge single cab. For me, it was just like, I had to do it, right? If you're the same, then I get it, right? Like, you set a goal and you need to crush it. But if you're just doing it for like, to go race people or prove something or get clout, like, you might be disappointed, man. You'll see how much the total cost is of my build, at least throughout these videos. But I don't know, is $4,000, $10,000, $15,000, a $15,000 journey worth whatever you want it for?